After taking a shower, the beautiful woman walked into the bedroom. The man lay in bed, anticipating what was to come, when his girlfriend suddenly tossed her underwear at him. He caught it, and upon seeing the size, confusion washed over him. It turned out the man had been hypnotized. Under this spell, every kind-hearted woman appeared beautiful to him. What others saw as an overweight woman, he perceived as a sexy goddess. Completely oblivious to these distortions, the man bought an extra-large milkshake to share with his girlfriend. The moment he turned his head to place the order, the cup was already empty. Their rowing date was even more remarkable. His sexy girlfriend actually tipped the boat, sending the man overboard. When she dove into the water, it was like a bomb exploding beneath the surface. During dinner, the chair couldn't support her weight. The man angrily stood up and complained to the waiter about the poor quality of the furniture. As their relationship deepened rapidly, it came time to meet the parents. To the man's surprise, his girlfriend's father turned out to be his boss. However, the boss had seen through everything from the start and told the man to drop the act. In his eyes, it was obvious the man was dating his daughter for money. But the man shot back with conviction, arguing that appearances don't define a person and that true beauty comes from within. Ultimately, the man's sincerity won the boss over. The next day, the man was promoted to vice president of the company. He excitedly shared the news of his upcoming marriage with family and friends, leaving everyone utterly shocked. At this point, the man's friend couldn't take it anymore and decided to help him face reality. The friend tracked down the hypnotist and obtained the spell to break the trance. He immediately called the man and recited the counter spell over the phone. Instantly, the man snapped back to normal. The pretty receptionist he'd just been looking at suddenly seemed like a completely different person. He turned around to see an overweight girl sitting exactly where his girlfriend had been moments before. Just then, his friend appeared and explained that this girl was indeed his girlfriend. The friend came clean about everything, and the man finally learned the truth. But instead of clarity, he felt confused, unsure how to face his girlfriend. The man chose to avoid her, and no matter how much she pleaded, he refused to see her. Eventually, he stopped answering her calls altogether, but she refused to give up. One day, she came to see him in person, and he immediately covered his eyes with a towel. But even through the blurred vision, he could still make out her real figure. He pretended to feel ill and lied to get her to leave. At that moment, another woman set her sights on him and invited him to a private dinner. Unfortunately, his girlfriend happened to walk past the restaurant and witnessed what looked like him cheating. Later, when they ran into each other again, the man pretended not to recognize her. Devastated and heartbroken, she left the restaurant. Then she received a call from him, and right there on the phone, she tore into him and broke up with him on the spot. The next day, the boss fired him in fury for playing with his daughter's emotions. However, no one knew that the man had actually turned down that other woman. During the time he'd spent with his girlfriend, he had genuinely fallen in love with her, but she had no idea, and she disappeared from his life. Later, the man went to the hospital where his girlfriend used to work, and there he met a little girl with burn scars on her face. The girl greeted him warmly, but he didn't recognize her. She told him that when he and his girlfriend were together, he used to care for her often. In that moment, the man realized just how shallow his thinking had been. Finally, gathering his courage, he went to his girlfriend's house, found her, and expressed the love he truly felt in his heart.